Hey, it's the Shiny Squirrel Podcast Network, and it's the Nerdlings Podcast. I'm WC Chronicles, and on the phone dialing in as usual is...
Jersey Mike, or how y'all doing today? This is Virginia Vic. We gotta get back to that character, y'all.
Well, he's in your neighborhood, so you go bug him.
As long as I don't have to scratch his nuts.
Yeah.
Squirrel Podcast.
Well, I want to tell you, we did get a bunch of somebody in Sweden downloaded a whole bunch of episodes, like 32 of them. In Sweden, yes. So maybe.
How do you even talk Swedish?
All I can think of is the Swedish chef from the Muppet Show. Welcome to the Nerdin Podcast, the Nerdlings, the Durkin. All right, so we are continuing on our series of something we call...
Shall we play a game?
Where this is basically we are having Jersey Mike guess a song, and it's a song that has brought superstars together on either one-offs or something that was released live or just something that is unique about a particular song of the people who worked together to make it come alive and be what it is.
I love that phrase, uniquely come alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they come off the... remember, I was in the store the other day. You remember what an album is, right? A lot of people don't. How they used to have the different covers and stuff.
I pretty much know what an album is. Yes, Mike.
Yeah,
yes.
A lot of people don't. So it's like, you do, I do. You know what a 45 is.
Absolutely.
You know what an LP 73 or something like that? There was like individual records. Because I was listening to One More Shot a long time ago. Jelly Bean remixed it. It was Madonna's old start from the early 80s, so it's like, wow. And they actually have a record on it in 1982 from Englewood, New Jersey. It's like, wow, when you read these labels and stuff, 4 minutes and like 13 seconds, and then they had side A, side B, so it's kind of like you said, you know, it's kind of like, now, you know what? Now I know what nostalgia is, where everybody said, oh, the 50s and the 60s. That was the 70s and the 80s.
Well, you know what's interesting is some of that digital medium on just LPs have never been digitized. You know, if you take Falco's Rock Me Amadeus, there are like 27 remixes of that. And some of it is not even available on the internet.
Wow.
You know?
Well, do you remember going to the stores where they used to have... long time ago, they would have like some of the dance music and classics and stuff. Like they had AEIOU, then they had I'm trying to think the other one, Yo Little Brother, and some of this stuff you couldn't even get. Like they used to mix on the DJ things, and then used to have break dancing. Anyway, long story short, some of these records came out where they were rare and they were thousands of dollars, literally.
Oh, even
crazy,
even more rare, because if you remember a little rap song called Too Short that was from the west coast of California, I believe it was.
Yes, a long time ago.
Yeah, I had a friend who had that cassette that got passed around before it ever got to any kind of release. You know, it was just one of these underground.
That sounds like my girlfriend I'm trying to catch. She got passed around a lot. With that, let's thread into the music. Stop stinking. Ready to go.
All right, so in this version, this game mode of... Hang on, got to click it. No, wrong one. Got to click the right one.
Shall we play a game?
Normally, we have just 2 artists that we team up together to look at. But on this one, we don't have 2, not 3, but 4. We have a quad... Let's see, it's a trifecta. I guess it'd be a quadfecta on this one.
Quadfecta, all right.
Quadfecta.
All right.
Okay? So what we're looking at here is a remake song, okay? The original song was done by a band released July 12th, 1965. Got up to number 3 on the charts that year, okay? It's a remake by a guy who also got it up to number 3 on the charts. Because, you know, normally remakes don't go very well because, especially if they're near anniversary dates, they might be, you know, it's an attempted amount of a tribute. But this one really did well. It was released December 19th, 1984. Okay?
Right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas, yes. Now, this one's taken a long time because I have had to flip around and turn stuff and get the sound bites down to not let you figure out what it is right away from the start.
Did you have to do like, what the hell was the guy's name? Remember that one, Herbie Hancock, remember that? Did you have to flip the record over?
Yes.
Back and forth? Oh, right, I'm ready to roll.
All right, so this one is basically you're trying to guess who the four people are. It's from, it's a remake, but it was just a pounder. I'll give you an early lead-in on it clue. When the music video was released the exact same day, immediately, MTV heavy rotation, okay?
Okay.
All right. So first thing I'm going to play you is a little bit of isolated bass from it, okay? And when I start to play this here, you might be thinking dum-da-dee-da-dum-da. You might be thinking words like Happy Trails, but let's just throw it in, okay? Here we go.
All right, ready to go.
Okay, we'll give you that 30-second clue right there to start with, okay?
Okay, it sounds like to me, like, not Dum-da-dee-da, it's more like Velveeta cheese.
Okay, instead of, alright, Velveeta, Velveeta, Velveeta. Alright, I can go with that one. I can be happy with that expression of it sounds like Velveeta. Alright, you wanna make an official guess other than Mr. Velveeta?
Sure. How about Let the Music Play by Shannon?
No, that is not it, no.
I'm close to the same year though, so that's good. We're getting there.
You're in the ballpark, you're in the neighborhood. Okay, so now let me play this next one. Now I've got to play this through the website because that's the only way I can get it. This is the isolated background vocals, okay? I think these are really cool right here, okay? And these voices you are hearing, they are two of the four people that we are talking about, okay? Here we go.
Cool.
Here we go. Alright, that's all you're getting for that part, okay?
That's Beach Boys?
It's, possibly, yeah, maybe.
Alright.
It's one Beach Boy, I'll give you that, okay? It's one Beach Boy.
Alright, so I'm not good on names with anything when it comes to this stuff, but I'm going to go with, oh my gosh, they did so many like backups or different things with people, like, you know, like Katy Perry did California Girls.
Yes.
Song, but the original was the Beach Boys, so it's like, I don't even know. I'll go with, oh my gosh, Tiptoe Through the Tulips with me. I had to say something. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
No, that is not it. Okay, I'm going to throw you another piece of clue here. When this song was released, it was the first lead single for what was going to be released in 1985 as a 4-song EP release, which did have another cover version hit song come from it.
No clue. I'm going to pass on that. I'll take another shot of music.
Another shot of music. Okay, so what I'm playing you here, this is going to be the fourth guy who participated in this recording, and he played the synthesizers, okay? Now, here's the thing. If I played it straightforward, you're going to know what it is. So instead, I'm just going to play it backwards, okay?
All right. Let's mix it up. Instead of Stump Stinky, let's Shake It Bake Stinky from the upside down.
Yes. So this is a 20-second clip. This is actually the intro of the song, but it's backwards. And this guy who participated was playing the synth. Here it is, okay? Okay, there you go.
I'm going to go with St. Elmo's Fire Song. You know, that goes once in this life.
That's a good guess. That's a...
And every time now, you come alive.
That is a very... No, that's a very good guess. But you know what? That's not good enough. Not good enough.
Not that you just stump Stinky. You shake them, bake them, and make them, break them, and turn them all around. He has no clue where he's going with this. Oh my gosh!
All right, so I'll give you another clue here, okay? So basically, the person who is in the band that did this recording, the new cover, is in a very dysfunctional band. Very dysfunctional.
The Thompson Twins?
No, not the Thompson Twins. But here's the thing. The group that originally recorded, also very dysfunctional, decade after decade after decade after decade.
That sounds like, that has to be possibly the Stones?
No. I will tell you. Okay, all right, here, I'll throw another one. The person who did the cover comes from the band, which had family in it. They are family. Same as the band that did the original version. They had family within it together.
Oh, I'm going to go with the Pointer Sisters?
Nope, not the Pointer Sisters. No. Okay, well, let's go ahead, because the next one here is just really going to bust it out. You're going to figure out who it is from the isolated vocals, okay?
All right. At least I'm coming up with different names this time. My mind's working.
I'll give you that. Okay, so I'm going to play this whole thing because the isolated vocals are pretty cool once you listen to the whole shebang of them, all right? So,
awesome. I love isolation, especially vocals.
Well, this is a really good recording because it's only 2 minutes 5 seconds, okay? You're going to like this, all right? And then after you're going to figure this out, I'm going to do the remix version of it, and then also putting the two versions side by side, okay? Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Well, these close girls I relate those styles they wear. And the southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmer's daughters, they make you feel alright. And the northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I dig the girls. We stay on perfect California. We stay on perfect California. We stay on perfect California. The West Coast has the sunshine, and the girls all get so tan. I dig a friend for me, I'm wild as a ghost by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world, and I've seen all kinds of girls. Yeah, but I couldn't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I dig them girls. California, wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. Wish they all could be California girls. Wish they all could be California girls.
Now, I assume that you're going to know who it is.
Now, David Lee Roth.
Correct.
one of the Beach Boys. Now, was Eddie Van Halen playing the guitar? Were they in Van Halen, or they did separate?
Nope. This was after David Lee Roth had left the group, and he needed material to get something out solo. And that's why he came forth with the EP, which was a whole tour and a release of what he did there with the four-track EP before he put out his first album.
Oh, wow, okay. So it's California Girls, David Lee Roth, and one of the Beach Boys.
One of the Beach Boys, yes. The seal of approval. One of the Beach Boys were singing on it, okay?
Okay.
I'll give you this. The Beach Boy, he passed away in 1998. And it's not Dennis Wilson, the drummer, not him.
I'm bad on names. I have no clue. I was gonna say Michael Sambello, but he's not from the Beach Boys.
Nope.
And I don't want to take my phone out. I get real fast.
Okay.
Get the Beach Boys name. I don't want to do that. I'm using my brain.
All right. I'll give you systems of elimination here. Okay. Not Mike Love.
Brian Wilson.
Not Brian Wilson. Not Mike Love. Not Al Jardine. Not Bruce Johnston.
Trump Wilson?
No, there's no Trump Wilson.
I don't know.
It is Carl Wilson.
I was close. Okay.
You were close.
You got to give me at least 50. All right, give me at least 25%. That's all. I'll take that.
Yeah. Now, who's the other person doing the harmonies with him?
You know what I'm going to say with that one, believe it or not? I'm going to say when he was like that. That's like when he did. He's
still alive on a revival and touring and stuff. He had a song called Sailing.
Christopher Cross?
Mm-hmm. Bing, ding, ding. You got it. Yes, Christopher Cross.
Really?
Yes.
No way. That's crazy. David Lee Roth had a solo. I guess after Sammy Hagar took over, right? Right.
Well, David Lee Roth left because of all the turmoil and dysfunctionality going in that group and stuff.
Oh my gosh! But I'm saying that. Okay, so is that when Eddie Van Halen married everybody's sweetheart, Valerie Bertinelli?
In that time frame, yeah, there in the early '80s. Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So wow, he took America's little sweetheart from One Day at a Time, Barbara. Remember?
Well, Valerie Bertinelli.
Yeah, Valerie Bertinelli. She played America's Little Sweetheart. The hell was her name?
I don't remember her character name.
One Day at a Time. Walk on the Beat. Okay, anyway, so go ahead. So that was all dysfunctionalism. Then you have him. Then you have Christopher Cross from Sailing.
Right. And Arthur's theme. Big one on that one from that movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who's playing the synthesizer in this
I'm going to say Moon Zappa's son.
Nope, not Moon Zappa. It's somebody who had been around since the '60s and had his own group and was pretty good. I mean, his last name is a weather season.
Iggy Pop?
Nope, not Iggy Pop. That's not a weather season. I'm thinking spring and autumn.
Not I was going to say Mayweather the fighter. Oh my gosh, I have no clue. I'm getting better.
All right, I'll tell you the season so you can figure out the first name. Edgar. Oh, I already said it by mistake. Edgar Winter from the Edgar Winter Group.
Oh, that was from
Frankenstein.
Yes. Oh, okay. But did they just open up for Creedence, Clearwater, and Revival? CCR?
They probably were together on a tour. I wouldn't doubt it.
Gotcha. Wow.
I wouldn't get it. So you got David Lee Roth and then Carl Wilson, Christopher Cross, and Edgar Winter, all working in some capacity. I don't know if at the same time, but they're within the studio of creating this hardcore layered. When I say layered, because this was a hard one to separate vocals on with AI and everything.
Oh my gosh, I could imagine. I mean, you probably remember that one time you had to go on that friggin' far switchboard to pull like little excerpt, like you had to do like so much work that one time. I forget what this was, like Germany or one of it was there. And you had to come like beat the you know what I'm saying? You had to just pull it off right.
Well, there was things you're talking about things that I've had to pull off of the computer completely.
Yes,
yeah.
in the past, like wow, you know.
Well, the background vocals I just played here. I had to play it through the website. I couldn't do it isolated through the files and stuff. So, but anyway, let's play the whole song, and then we're going to do a little experimenting with something to show what it would be like if somebody... I tried it actually, and it didn't work, but let's just play this is what we call the remix version of California Girls, okay?
Oh, nice, cool.
This is needed in there. This is so needed in here. All right, here we go.
I wish they all could be California girls. Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel alright. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I dig it, girl. Woo! Wow! I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine, and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on a wild island coast by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world, and I've seen all kinds of girls. Yeah, but I couldn't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I dig them girls. I wish they all could be California girls.
Okay, any more memories or where were you in 1985 when that was being played everywhere?
Honestly, probably starting 84, 85, probably. I think I went to Wildwood Catholic, 84, 85. No, I went to Jersey City. I went to Hudson Catholic High School. I played football. We went to one of the playoffs. Of course, I was one of the ones that failed off the team, and I was up in North Jersey where I just grew up, not in a fast-paced mindset, but in a fast-paced zone, right where, what do they call that, where the path used to go to the World Trade Centers before it was taken down, the original, that area.
Uh-huh.
You know, Hudson County, New Jersey.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
No, because it makes you really think where you were.
Yeah, because I remember exactly where I was. I believe it was a Friday morning on that December, and Warner Brothers Records actually had an AR man at Z100 that morning, And they not only played it once, they played it twice. And I remember that's when they mentioned Carl Wilson and Christopher Cross. And that bit of information has lived in my brain rent-free for 40 years plus.
Now, was that 100.7 WZXO with the morning zoo that went national?
That was one of the original Z100 zoo radios that did go national, but it was one of the originals in Portland. KKRZ, yes.
Wow, because I used to have in New York City, I listened to New Jersey, 95.1 WPLJ, and they probably had that on there. And that was the same time when Springsteen's Born in the USA album came up, remember?
Yes. So I want to throw out a few more facts here about this. So remember the music video, how you loved the story, just visual story being told about the tourist coming, the hot girls and everything in the music video. Do you remember that, of course?
Yeah, isn't that where they had that one blonde that was married to somebody in there, and they said, oh, that's his wife or something? There
were a few famous people in there, but the most famous one I noted through my notes was one of the former Benny Hill's Angels lady named Jane Leavies, who would later go on to become Daphne from Frasier. Frasier.
Wow.
And she wasn't one of the bathing beauties. Maybe she was one of the bathing beauties, but the notes I read, she was one of the tourists. But I'm going to have to go back and look at that again.
Yeah, that's something that squirrel serendipity. You got to go back into Mabel's vault.
Yes.
To turn around and be like, wow, I got to get that going, you know?
Yes.
Oh, I miss Mabel's vault. How is Mabel doing nowadays?
Mabel's vault is still in activity, so that's where we got most of these from.
All right.
So, I want to give one more fact. All right, now the question, has David Lee Roth and the Beach Boys ever gotten together live on stage to do this? All right?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, once. February 20th, 2014 in Los Angeles. There is a video of it on YouTube. The audio is very questionable. It's kind of like a B- C+, so we're not going to play it on here. I'll put it in the link in the description. But so yes, they did do it live once together.
Oh, nice.
And that was with Mike Love, and I believe it was Bruce Johnson, or whichever two Beach Boys are still doing the touring nonsense.
That's pretty cool. Hey, do you remember that year they had like Cyndi Lauper's Girls Want to Have Fun, that video?
Yes, of course. All the wrestlers.
Okay, now the girl next to Cyndi Lauper, if they were like doing the ups and downs, like the three-way right next to her on the left?
Yes, sitting on the steps and doing the back and forth, left and right thing.
Yes, that is, in there is Maria Cadillac. That is my aunt, who I don't talk to anymore, is actual sister.
Oh, so you got some relation in there. Wow.
Yeah, so it's like, wow, I see that because she goes, like, she's on the phone with, like, they look for her part with, like, the soda or the wine. That's Maria Cadillac. Yeah, I can't believe that. I met her, and I'm like, she goes, yeah, we knew these people back then. They knew Madonna, because they used to work in Soho.
That's wild. That is wild.
Yes, it is, and I watched that. It was like 1.4 billion views, not million, 100 million, billion over time.
That's right, yeah.
That is, wow.
She recently passed that amount with that song. So I want to give you one more soundbite here. So the question being, what happens when you put the Beach Boys version and the David Lee Roth version side by side and see if they sync up?
Well, let's try it.
Well, here's the thing. They do sort of start to sync up a little bit, but it's not that great. But I found one online where somebody tried it, okay? Because if you were going to try to go in and make it like a duet, you're going to have to do a lot of chopping and splicing. But let me just play this briefly to see, for you to understand why it's so difficult, okay? Here,
awesome,
let me play.
Sauce. I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Let me play this, just a clip, okay? So that gives you a little bit of it to hear it, to what it sounds like at different levels.
Wow. Can I tell you something? That's like a song. you want to hear, like nowadays, like let's say you're in like, I don't know, like Flagstaff, Arizona, or one of those places where it's going to snow, you're around pine trees or something, you pull off, and you know what, you're like with your wife, girlfriend, or dog, family, or dog.
Right.
You're eating like a can of Hungry Man stew, and you're just like, you can tell you it's got cold, but you can't go nowhere yet, and it's just the start of just the start of everything. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to play a podcast or something like that, just listen for a couple hours, like, oh, I remember that. Just something that makes you feel nostalgic. That is awesome.
That is what we really need. That's what we really needed in that podcast, because, just California Girls, that video, and, it's good. It's good stuff right there. It's awesome sauce.
Oh, you're not kidding. Awesome sauce.
All right. Anything else to say? Because this is closing out our this is closing out our game we call
Shall We Play a Game?
Until we do it next time, which hopefully we'll do it next week. I don't know. Sorry, the schedule has been so quaky, shaky here.
That's because the earth's quaky, shaky. Virginia Vic says, why don't you all go out and get some peanuts and roast them and just do something normal and slow, like put it on slow, like possum stew.
That's a fun idea. All right, so that is it for this version, this take of the Nerdlings podcast, doing the Shall We Play a Game?